first fully functioning hoverboard in the world. This is a prototype. It weighs 40 kilos. It has 4 motors on board.
It always looked in the movies like it was just awkward. It was going sideways. And once I got on it, it felt natural. It felt like that's where it's going. That's where it should be.
What if we tell you that Elon Musk has done it again? Tesla has just unveiled something that's blowing everyone's minds. A real flying Tesla hoverboard. No more wheels, no roads needed, just pure innovation that has shocked the world. Some say it could replace cars, while others doubt it's even real. But with Tesla's track record of breaking boundaries, anything is possible. So how does it work? And could this be Tesla's biggest invention yet? Plus, how did Musk pull this off? Join us as we reveal the truth behind Tesla's first ever flying hoverboard. You don't want to miss this. The reveal. No one saw this coming, but in true Elon Musk fashion, the Tesla CEO dropped a bombshell on the tech world. A mysterious leaked video surfaced online showing what looks like a Tesla hoverboard, floating effortlessly above the ground. At first, people thought it was a hoax, but then something happened. A tweet from Tesla engineers and Musk's cryptic post read, "Something exciting is coming. Rumors have exploded." Tech insiders claimed Tesla was secretly working on a hoverboard powered by electromagnetic levitation, something never seen before in personal transportation. Then, just when people were still struggling to believe the rumors, Tesla's official social media posted just 2 words: "The future floats." What do you think this means? It gets even more intriguing from here. Now, you may be wondering how this is even possible, and how this futuristic device actually works. Tesla's hoverboard isn't just some gimmick. It's rumored to use a revolutionary combination of electromagnetic propulsion, quantum stabilization, and ultra-lightweight graphene batteries. If this is true, it would explain how the hoverboard floats smoothly above any surface, not just metal roads like previous prototypes. Also, tech experts believe Tesla's hoverboard is built on 3 major innovations. Electromagnetic repulsion, which uses super powerful magnetic fields to create lift. There is a quantum stabilization system that adjusts balance in real time, making it safe and smooth to ride. And also Tesla's new solid-state battery, which is ultra-lightweight but insanely powerful, perfect for hovering tech. The best part, however, is that if Tesla has cracked these technologies, we're not just looking at a new gadget, we're looking at the future of personal transport. If Tesla is using electromagnetic levitation, then the hoverboard could generate an invisible force field beneath it, allowing it to float, using the gyroscopic sensors to ensure perfect balance and control. Sounds impossible? Well, Tesla already developed the Cybertruck's ultra-strong exoskeleton and SpaceX's Starship rockets. If anyone can make a flying hoverboard work, it's definitely Musk. So the big question is, can the average person actually ride this thing? Reports suggest the Tesla hoverboard is surprisingly easy to use. Thanks to its built-in AI stabilizer, you don't need years of training like jet-powered boards. Tesla might even introduce beginner mode, allowing new riders to gradually increase height and speed. This means we're talking about a hoverboard for everyone, not just stunt performers or extreme sports pros. Undoubtedly, Elon Musk has always talked about disrupting transportation. First, he gave us the electric car, then the Hyperloop. Now this? Rumors suggest Tesla could unveil a working prototype by late 2025 with limited public testing in 2026. But there's a catch. Early models might be expensive, possibly costing more than $50,000. But remember that Tesla's first cars were expensive too. Over time, prices dropped, and electric cars became mainstream. Could the same thing happen with hoverboards? Now the big question is Tesla really about to change transportation forever? Or is this just another wild internet rumor? One thing is certain. If this hoverboard is real, we're looking at a future straight out of science fiction. Plus, people have been asking what makes this hoverboard different from the others. Let's be real, hoverboards aren't a new idea. We've seen viral hoverboard videos before. Some used magnet-powered levitation on special tracks, Others were jet-powered, but they were loud, unstable, and required expert control. So, what makes Tesla's hoverboard different? It works on any surface. Unlike past hoverboards that needed magnetic floors, this one is completely free-moving. That's not all. It's electric and quiet. No dangerous jet fuel or massive thrusters, just clean energy. Also, it's self-stabilizing. No need for extreme training. If you can balance on a skateboard, you can ride this. If this technology is real, we could be witnessing the birth of a new category of transportation, one that doesn't need roads or even smooth terrain.
Anywhere there's a wheel, there's an opportunity. The wheel is amazing, and it has our utmost respect.
What do you think? Is this the beginning of floating vehicles? But remember, we had said hoverboards aren't a new thing. Yes, we made no mistake when we said that. Several major tech companies have ventured into the development of hoverboard technologies, blending innovation with futuristic concepts. Which ones have you heard of? Hendo Hoverboard by Arx Pax. For years, people dreamed of flying cars and floating skateboards. Movies showed us a future where hoverboards replaced bicycles and cars. But what if I told you that this dream almost became real? One company, Arx Pax, did something unbelievable. They built a real working hoverboard. It wasn't just a fantasy, it floated above the ground like magic. And when people first saw it, they couldn't believe their eyes. But here's the real question. Why haven't you seen one in your neighborhood? What happened to this futuristic technology? What you're about to hear is both incredible and shocking. In 2014, a small startup called Arx Pax, led by Greg and Jill Henderson, announced something that seemed unreal. They revealed the Hendo Hoverboard, a board that could actually float in the air. People were skeptical. But when the company released videos of the board in action, jaws dropped. The Hendo Hoverboard wasn't just a concept, it worked. Unlike the hoverboards in movies, this wasn't powered by anti-gravity or futuristic energy sources. Instead, it used magnetic levitation or Maglev technology. The way it worked was simple, yet mind-blowing. The board had 4 special hover engines on its underside. These engines created magnetic fields that pushed against a special surface, allowing the board to lift off the ground, as long as it was over the right kind of material. Like a copper or aluminum floor, the hoverboard could float effortlessly. It wasn't just hovering, it was gliding through the air with zero friction. For the first time in history, humans had built something that looked and moved like the hoverboards from our wildest dreams. When Arx Pax unveiled their hoverboard, the internet exploded. Major news outlets covered it. Tech lovers, skateboarders, and even celebrities wanted to try it. The hype was real. Even Tony Hawk, the legendary skateboarder, got a chance to ride it. At first, he was skeptical. But after stepping on the Hendo hoverboard, his reaction said it all. It felt like the future had arrived. People imagined a world where hoverboards replaced bikes, cars, and maybe even airplanes. But then, the excitement suddenly faded. While the Hendo hoverboard was real, there were major problems. Unlike the hoverboards from movies that could float anywhere, the Hendo hoverboard needed a special metal surface to hover. It couldn't float on concrete, roads, or sidewalks. This meant you couldn't just ride it anywhere. You needed a specially designed hover park, with large sheets of copper or aluminum beneath your feet. This was a huge limitation. Think of a car that could only drive on one type of road, it wouldn't be very useful, right? But that's not all. When Arx Pax launched a Kickstarter campaign to fund their project, thousands of people rushed to support them. But here's the problem. The price of the hoverboard was a shocking $10,000 per board. For most people, this was way too expensive. No one was going to spend that much money on something that could only be used in a few places. What's more, unlike skateboards, where you can easily steer and balance, the Hendo hoverboard was tricky to ride. Because it floated, there was no friction to help control movement. Riders had to learn a whole new way to balance, and even small shifts in weight could send the board spinning. Even Tony Hawk had trouble staying balanced on it. Plus, the Hendo hoverboard could only stay in the air for 7 minutes before the battery died. That meant even if you had a perfect metal surface and learned how to control it, you'd still need to stop and recharge it every few minutes. For something that was supposed to be the transportation of the future, this was a huge disappointment. So, despite the excitement, the Hendo hoverboard never became a mainstream product. ARC's Pax continued working on their technology, but instead of focusing on hoverboards, they started using it for other things. They developed hovering platforms for moving heavy objects and partnered with NASA to explore the idea of using magnetic fields in space. They even worked on earthquake-resistant building technology using their hover engines. As for the hoverboard itself, it quietly disappeared from the spotlight. People moved on. The dream of a personal hoverboard faded away, and ARC's Pax eventually shut down in 2019. However, it proved that hovering technology was possible and showed that we could build machines that float using magnetism. Undoubtedly, the Hendo hoverboard was one of the most exciting inventions of the 21st century. It gave us hope that hoverboards weren't just science fiction, they were real. But they weren't the only ones in the block. Let's see another exciting innovation, the Omni hoverboard. For years, engineers and dreamers tried to build a real hoverboard, but most designs had limits. Some used magnets, like the Lexus hoverboard, but they needed special metal tracks to work. Others were too unstable or couldn't lift a person. But Alexandru Duru had a different idea. Duru, an engineer and aviation enthusiast, wanted to create something simple, lightweight, and powerful. He didn't want a hoverboard that only worked in specific places. He wanted something that could fly anywhere. And his answers were propellers. So instead of using wheels or magnets, the Omni hoverboard relies on multiple powerful propellers, just like a drone. The board has 8 high-speed rotors that spin fast enough to lift a human off the ground. These high-speed rotors generate enough lift to send a person soaring through the air. But it's not just about raw power. Balance and control play a huge role. Just like riding a skateboard or surfing a wave, the rider must shift their weight carefully to steer and stabilize in midair. And what keeps this futuristic machine running? High-capacity batteries that deliver just enough flight time to experience the thrill of personal flight, making the rider feel like a real-life action hero. So, in 2015, Duru proved that his invention wasn't just a fantasy. He took the Omni hoverboard out for a test flight over a lake in Quebec, Canada, and what happened next made history. Before a crowd of spectators and Guinness World Records officials, Duru took off and flew 905 feet over the water. You could say that's longer than 2 football fields. This flight shattered the previous record for a hoverboard and cemented the Omni hoverboard as the first real flying board in history. When the world saw the Omni hoverboard in action, people couldn't believe their eyes. Tech enthusiasts called it a game changer for personal flight. Aviation experts marveled at how lightweight and stable it was. The hoverboard instantly became a viral sensation, with millions watching the footage online. Undoubtedly, the Omni hoverboard is an incredible step forward, but it's still in its early stages. Plus, it still has challenges that keep it from becoming an everyday ride. For example, the powerful batteries only last a few minutes before needing a recharge, meaning longer flights aren't possible yet. Mastering the hoverboard also takes skill. It's not something you can just hop on and fly away with. It requires balance, control, and experience, much like extreme sports. And then, there's the biggest concern: safety. There are no parachutes and no backup systems. If something goes wrong mid-flight, the consequences could be dangerous. Until technology improves, the dream of effortless personal flight still comes with risks. However, despite these challenges, experts believe that personal flying devices like the Omni hoverboard are the future. And since his record-breaking flight, Alexandru Duru and his team have been working on improving the design to make it safer, more efficient, and ready for the public. So while we might not have flying cars yet, the Omni hoverboard proves that personal flight is closer than ever. What do you think about Elon Musk's first flying Tesla hoverboards and the other innovations? Tesla Model C. Elon Musk just made an announcement that the car industry would never forget. A brand new Tesla that would cost less than $7,000. You heard that right? A $6,999 fully electric Tesla model. For years, Tesla had been known for its luxury electric cars. You'd need a pretty good paycheck to buy high-end stuff like the Model S and Model X. Tesla had built its name on creating cars with cutting-edge tech and insane performance. But there was a problem. The cars were often out of reach for the average person. So when Musk dropped the price tag of just $6,999, you could feel the joy in the car community both on social media and everywhere else. To put this announcement into context, it was like if Apple suddenly released a super-powered iPhone for $100, but little did people know that more shocking announcements would follow. More cheaper model electric cars are coming. According to Musk, Tesla wants to make electric cars for everyone, not just the rich or tech lovers. Many car experts believe electric cars could never be cheap enough for the average person to buy, but Tesla is determined to prove them wrong. And surprisingly, the car is not just a piece of steel. It is sleek and compact. Industry Insidious believes that the car is stylish for such a low price. Who wouldn't feel that way? The car didn't look like a toy or a cheap knockoff. It looked like something you'd want to drive. Musk also revealed that Tesla's focus is not just on a single product, but a complete electric car industry revolution. For Musk, it was clear. This wasn't about making another Tesla for rich people. This was about making electric vehicles a reality for anyone, anywhere. Whether you lived in North America, Europe, or even parts of the world where cars were still out of reach, this new Tesla was built to change the game. The reason for such a low price? Well, Musk wasn't shy about it. Tesla has been working for years to find ways to cut the costs of building a car without compromising the core things that make Teslas so special. The tech, the sustainability, the performance. It was all still there, just at a price no one ever thought was possible. According to Musk, sustainable energy can't just be for those who can afford luxury cars. It has to be for everyone. This $6,999 car wasn't just a model for the US or Europe. It was aimed at a truly global market. Musk even said, "This is a car for the people, by the people, and for our planet." Tesla named the new car the Model C, and honestly, it felt like Tesla had just thrown down a challenge to every other car company in the world. They would get left behind if they didn't catch up with this level of affordability and tech. Are you curious about what China has to offer for this similar price? Well, we are about to reveal that. Take the Chinese Wuling Mini EV, for instance. It costs just about $5,000, but while they are much cheaper, they don't have the same brand prestige or widespread reputation that Tesla holds. In terms of performance, this Chinese model is a step down. The Wuling Mini has a top speed of around 62 miles per hour and modest acceleration. These cars are not designed for performance or speed. They're built for efficiency and practicality, making them only ideal for short city rides rather than highway driving or high-speed travel. Also, remember that the technology in these Chinese EVs is also more basic. You won't find the advanced tech features Tesla built into the Model C, such as autopilot or over-the-air software updates. So what are the specs of this Tesla model? Unbelievable specs of Tesla Model C. Let's start with the basics, range and performance. For just $6,999, most people wouldn't expect much. Maybe a car that runs for a short distance before needing a recharge, but Tesla is known for pushing boundaries, and Model C is no different. It boasts an impressive range of 200 miles on a single charge. To put that in perspective, that's enough to drive from one side of Los Angeles City to the other and back, or to take a weekend road trip without worrying about running out of power. This is the kind of range that makes electric cars practical for everyday use. Model C was not designed to travel only through the city. You could take it on a highway drive without the constant anxiety of charging every few hours. As for performance, the Model C will change everything you know about cheap electric vehicles. It is not a sports car, but its acceleration is more than enough for daily driving needs. It can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just over 6 seconds, which is fast enough to merge onto highways or pass slower traffic without hesitation. When you think of a $6,999 car, you don't think of that kind of performance, but the good news is that Tesla has delivered it. The Model C also exceeds expectations in safety. Tesla has always been a leader when it comes to vehicle safety, and the Model C is no different. Despite its low price, it comes with top-tier safety features that you'd expect from any Tesla model. The Model C includes the automatic emergency braking, collision avoidance, and lane-keeping assistance technology. The car is built with a strong safety structure, and Tesla's safety technology helps drivers avoid accidents before they happen. The Model C's battery is also designed to be placed under the floor, giving the car a low center of gravity. This design improves handling and makes the car less likely to roll over in the event of an accident. On top of all this, the Model C is designed to protect its passengers in the event of a crash. The car's frame and materials are carefully chosen to absorb energy during a collision, reducing the risk of injury. These safety features come standard, a huge win for drivers who want peace of mind without breaking the bank. And then there's an advanced driver assistance system, the Tesla Autopilot. It automatically allows the car to steer, accelerate, and brake in emergencies. The Model C comes with Tesla's full autopilot capabilities, including adaptive cruise control and automatic lane changing, even at this $6,999 price point. Consider it. For $6,999, you're getting a car with the same autopilot tech that's in Tesla's high-end models. This is a game changer. It makes driving more convenient and improves safety by reducing human error on the road. If you think that is all, you are about to witness another mind-blowing discovery just ahead. The Model C comes with Tesla's signature 15-inch touchscreen interface, which controls everything from navigation to climate settings. This screen is powered by Tesla's cutting-edge software, which gets smarter with each update. That means even after you buy the car, it gets better and better over time. Tesla is continuously rolling out new features and improvements, which you won't find in most cars, especially at this price point. You might want to think again if you think about alternatives like the Chinese Wuling Mini EV. There is no denying that the Wuling Mini EV seems like a budget-friendly choice, but remember, it is a basic car with minimal technology and outdated features. Additionally, the Model C benefits from Tesla's global network of gigafactories and vertical integration. Let's break it down. It means it has higher build quality and better long-term reliability. Simply put, while the Wuling Mini EV might be cheap, it doesn't come close to the value, performance, or future-proofing that the Model C offers for just $6,999. Now let's talk about how Tesla made all this possible at such a low price. Tesla gigafactories and vertical integration. The Model C's specs alone would make most people think it should cost much more. So how did Tesla bring it down to $6,999? The answer lies in Tesla's groundbreaking manufacturing strategy. It all starts with the company's gigafactories. Tesla doesn't rely on third-party suppliers for parts and materials. Instead, it builds most of its components at its gigafactories. By doing this, Tesla has more control over each part's quality, cost, and production speed. In addition, Tesla's vertical integration is key to keeping costs down. Vertical integration means that Tesla owns and controls nearly every part of the manufacturing process, from designing the vehicle to producing the batteries to assembling the final product. This cuts out the intermediaries and reduces costs. For example, Tesla has developed its battery cells, which are crucial for reducing the cost of electric vehicles. Battery technology is one of the most expensive aspects of an electric car, and by developing its cells, Tesla has been able to lower the cost of the battery packs, and what you are about to hear may sound unbelievable. Tesla builds high-quality components at a fraction of the cost of traditional automakers, and this efficiency is why Tesla can sell the Model C at such an affordable price without sacrificing quality or performance. Don't forget that Tesla gigafactories have the scale to produce thousands of cars and batteries at a time. The sheer scale of production means that Tesla can make each car more efficiently and at a lower cost, making it possible to offer the Model C for just $6,999. But Tesla might still have a small problem. Tesla's gigafactories are impressive, but they're not unlimited. Currently, the demand for the Model C is sky high, and Tesla will need to ramp up production to meet it. Scaling production at this level comes with a whole new set of challenges. It requires massive investments in infrastructure, hiring and training more workers, and ensuring that quality control doesn't suffer as production increases. Even with Tesla's advanced automation systems, increasing output while maintaining the same level of quality is difficult. If Tesla can't manage this properly, there will be delays and customer dissatisfaction, which could damage the brand's reputation. The fact that Tesla has produced such an affordable car with an impressive range, performance, and high-tech features has left many car manufacturers questioning their strategies. Automakers initially planning to release low-cost EVs have been forced to accelerate their efforts. Some are now scrambling to bring affordable EVs to market sooner than expected. Despite these challenges, the Model C represents a turning point in the electric vehicle market. More than just a cheap car, the Model C symbolizes what's possible when innovation and smart manufacturing meet. If Tesla can make EVs affordable, reliable, and packed with advanced technology, the industry will be forced to follow suit. We can expect cheaper models from Tesla and other electric car brands shortly. Affordability as a strategy. BYD's rapid growth in the electric vehicle market, commonly called the EV market, is driven by one primary factor: affordability. In an industry led by major players like Tesla and Mercedes, BYD has emerged as a global leader, recently surpassing Tesla as the world's largest EV manufacturer, with sales in over 60 countries.
Chinese automaker sold more than 526,000 fully electric vehicles in the fourth quarter of last year, which was enough to outpace Tesla.
The company's founder, chairman, and CEO Wang Chuanfu has had a strategic focus on making EVs accessible, helping the company to dominate the market by emphasizing affordable, quality vehicles that appeal to a broad audience worldwide. Now, BYD has released a big new product in the electric car market called the Seagull EV Honor Edition, which starts at a very low price. This is a strong move that shows BYD's desire to start a price competition with regular gas-powered cars. But with an electric vehicle this cheap, who wouldn't think about switching from gasoline? But that's not even the best part. Called the Mini Lamborghini, the Seagull is not only about being cheap, but there's more to it. It was designed under the creative eye of Wolfgang Egger, a former Lamborghini designer, adding an unexpected touch of luxury to this entry-level EV. Inside, the Honor Edition does not disappoint, boasting a 10.1-inch rotating infotainment screen driven by BYD's Dialink intelligent network connection, which brings media and connectivity right to the driver's fingertips. It can also go up to 252 miles with the choice of 30.08 kilowatts and 38.88 kilowatts blade battery packs. It will also be able to fast charge from 30% to 80% in only 30 minutes. BYD has designed an affordable electric vehicle with smart features that could impress even the most doubtful driver. BYD introduced its new electric car, the Seagull, in China on April 27, 2023.
We're looking at a BYD Seagull. This vehicle was recently introduced and kind of caught the auto industry, really caught their attention.
Unlike other electric cars in its price range that have only 3 doors, the Seagull has a unique 5-door hatchback design and seats 4 people, measuring just 148.8 inches in length. Chinese media reported that BYD created the Seagull with younger customers in mind, aiming for those who want a simple way to get around. The Seagull's exterior has a modern look with sharp lines, headlights shaped at angles, and a roof that slopes down to rear lights connected by a light bar. Inside, BYD maximized space by extending the wheelbase to length ratio to 66%, higher than their BYD Dolphin model at 64%, and using a thinner battery design. The dashboard reflects a wing shape inspired by a seagull's wings, offering a sleek two-tone look and featuring a 10.1-inch rotatable touchscreen alongside a smaller 5-inch digital display. Safety was also prioritized, as the Seagull includes 6 airbags, rear disc brakes, an electronic parking brake, and electronic stability control. BYD built 61% of the car's frame from high-strength steel, using hot forming for added durability in key areas. After debuting at the Auto Shanghai show in April last year, BYD started delivering the Seagull across China and received a remarkable 10,000 orders in just one day. By November 29th the same year, the 200,000th Seagull rolled off the production line, an impressive achievement in only 7 months. Selling at a price under 90,000 yen, which is about $12,000, the Seagull quickly attracted attention from both international media and industry experts. Can any other electric car compete with this level of affordability and design? BYD reduced the Seagull's price by 5% in March 2024 with the release of a special Seagull Honor Edition for the 2024 model year, adding a new ice blue exterior with a sea blue interior.
It's the best-selling Chinese electric brand. Now, the car that I'm standing in front of right now is the Seagull. It's a new all-electric car.
The Seagull is available in 3 models that make electric driving accessible and flexible, depending on your needs. The Vitality Edition is the base model, perfect for everyday city trips with a range of 190 miles. This is like driving from Los Angeles to San Diego on a single charge. The mid-range Freedom Edition has the same range and similar features, but offers a few extra comforts, ideal if you want something a bit more refined for your commute. Finally, there's the Flying Edition, the top version with an extended range of 252 miles, so you could easily travel from New York to Washington, D.C. without needing a recharge. All models reach up to 81 miles per hour, and with a fast charger, you can bring the battery from 30% to 80% in just 30 minutes. Perfect for a quick coffee break. The Seagull's reach is rapidly extending beyond China. A new product, the Dolphin Mini, was just launched in South America. The price in Brazil was around $20,000, an amenable price level to an EV in any global market. BYD is doing great with its plan to offer affordable EVs. Last year, the company sold over 280,000 units of Seagull in China, most of them over the sales of Dolphin and Yuan Plus Auto 3 models. It's making waves in the industry. Rivals like Ford are taking notice. Ford's CEO Jim Farley even confessed to being worried, saying if car makers can't hold their own against Chinese electric vehicle companies, then 20% to 30% of their revenue is at risk. In response, Ford is now developing a low-cost EV platform to stay competitive.
People from outside of Ford that have expertise in that, and we are developing a low-cost EV platform.
But BYD is not stopping with entry-level cars. The company is making its way into the high-end sector with new launches such as the Yangwang U9 electric supercar, priced at a heavy $233,000, and 2 mid-size electric SUVs, the Sea Lion 07 and Song L, which directly aim at bestsellers like Tesla's Model Y. The BYD Seagull EV Honor Edition is not just a cheap car, it makes a point. With a combination of great design, good range, and leading-edge technology at an equitable price, BYD has written a new script for what can be expected from affordable EVs. They are not only creating change with increasing competition against gas cars, but also leading the industry into a new and exciting time. But you may wonder why BYD is so focused on making affordable cars. Here's why. Share your thoughts with us in the comments section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more. Also, click on the following video showing on your screen. You will enjoy it.